Get Money Lil Ronnie. So what's up, man?
What it do, baby?
Nothing much, man. Glad, and I'm happy to have you on my platform. Like, for real, sincerely, this is an honor, man. Because in my personal assessment, you're probably one of the hottest rappers in Texas. But it's like the mainstream really ain't caught on like mainstream. You know what I mean? And you've been putting it down for a minute, you know?
Literally.
Yeah. So what you been up to lately, man?
Tour. Best Gambler in Texas tour. The Mexican tour. What just want my house? Hey.
Yeah.
You good? Just get the smile. That's cool. That's cool. Come on. Now she was on her way back.
It's cool. You got all
okay,
that.
so like, lately been on the Best Gambler in Texas tour, collabing with other tours. Also, you know, the Mexican tour. I'm also on that tour right now with Mexican OT.
Okay, yeah, he's blowing up too.
Well, I just did a 4-work show with him recently. I was supposed to do a Albuquerque, however you say it, New Mexico show, a Abilene show also for the Mexican tour. That's just with that tour. I got Best Gambler in Texas tour with Soulja Boy also.
Okay.
Shout out to YSC and Barrio. Shout out to Kev. I got bands. These people was on the Best Gambler in Texas tour that I'm doing myself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you put the tour together yourself?
I would say putting it together, but it's already put together. Like literally, like I've been on this tour for a minute. Okay. You know, but right now in August, starting probably like a 60-day tour with Soulja Boy for the Best Gambler in Texas tour.
Okay, nice, man, nice. Now I want to go back a little bit, man, and ask you a couple of things, man. First, I've seen so many different variations of your name. I've seen Hood Fame Lil Ronnie, and I understand Hood Fame is your crew that you came up with. Then I've seen Get Money Lil Ronnie, and then some people just call you Lil Ronnie, man. What's appropriate, man, for the fans out there?
Make it short, G Money, you know what I'm saying? You got G Money, that's why G with a $, that's short, you know what I'm saying? Or you can say Get Money Lil Ronnie, like the name is originally made, but you know, we old and mature now, so now we got money, so that's why you just make it short with G Money.
Okay. I'm glad you're here to clear that up for everybody, man. Now, what's your relationship like with Go Yayo? I know you guys started in the rap game together. He's currently locked up. Where does that relationship come from and begin?
Where did it come from in the beginning?
Yeah.
It came just like a marriage proposal. Literally.
Okay, you caught me off on that one, man. What do you mean a marriage proposal?
When you have a marriage proposal, the motherfucker that's damn near proposing to you is random. They try to make sure it's a surprise or element when they let you know, will you marry me? They try to make sure it's the best of surprise. So I wasn't expecting to meet him on the way that I did meet him. And then when we did meet each other, we got married to the mic. Up, down, bumpy road or not, we stayed down.
Okay.
With the vibes.
I like that, man. You know, that would throw people off initially, but nah, I get it, man. I get it. Now, how long have you guys been friends?
2012, 13, something like that.
Wow.
End of 2012, beginning of 2013.
Now, there's a lot of rumors about Go Yayo possibly coming home pretty soon. Do you know anything about that? Do you have any inside information?
So soon, he should have been home today. Like, so soon, he should have been home this month. But he had a little mishap going on, but literally.
Oh, really? So Go Yayo should already be out of prison.
He should have been home this month, but he probably had some little bullshit that happened in between. I'm telling you, his maximum release date is January, but he had some little bullshit. Because, you know, everybody that be in the feds, they don't get qualified halfway house.
Yeah.
You know, halfway shorten your time, but the halfway house shorten your time a little bit. You get to be in the halfway house, but in the free world a little bit.
Plus, he had already been locked up prior, so that should have cut his time, right?
So that's why you say soon.
Okay.
Because halfway house, if you know about the feds, you know that you damn near, like, let's say you get out, your maximum release date on paperwork is this month, but you actually can get access to getting out 6 months early if they approve your halfway house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. And do you think it was odd that the way that the feds picked up his case?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you think? Like, do you think it was just a situation because of who he is and what he does? Or do you think it's just that would have happened to anybody?
It's 50-50 because, like, depends on where you're from. But I do feel like he shouldn't win because he wasn't on the books. Like, you go to the federal penitentiary for being a felon with firearm. He wasn't a convicted felon, so nah, it was random and weird.
Yeah, and I think a lot of fans felt that they were like, it looked like an odd situation. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was to slow him down and to get him off the streets, possibly.
Correct.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe so.
Okay. All right, so man, let's transition into some other things. Now, I saw a video where you talked about Hood Fame and how you kind of were one of the creators of Hood Fame. Could you explain that a bit?
Cool. Like, I'm just like living history
Okay.
type shit. Like being a creator is like I was just there since when it was being originated. I am damn near like a living history originator without even just saying it.
Okay, so basically, you feel like you were able to create Hood Fame with Go Yayo, or you're the original creator. Like, how did that work out? Like, what are the details?
Hell no, I would give him his original creator card type shit. Hell yeah, he get CEO card.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, speaking of that, man, you've talked in length about some of your other relationships within the music business, right? You talked about the early days being around QC. Can you elaborate on a little bit of that?
To be honest, I mean, if you saying like being around QC, hell yeah, I was around Skipper, hell yeah, I know Cinco, hell yeah, I seen Guapo and we kicked it. He came before work, and I'd seen him before. Who else was with QC? They sent the Migos down here with Pee Wee Longway one time so I could meet them. And not just me, but yeah, we went to a show together and shit. It was damn near like testing out the vibes. But hell yeah, you like, what's that like? Like damn near, me being in my eyes, I'm damn near, they think I'm big, or I think I'm average to some of the shit I might see. So a lot of shit you might think fascinating, it's kind of average.
Really?
Especially with some of the like people that you're saying like, being around QC, I was it. Like, we real street niggas, Slater, rappers, and it was rapper shit.
Okay. All right. Now, to be real, not too many people have those stories that you have, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Because I was doing my research, and you were talking about the fact that you had opportunities to talk with Lil Baby, Rich Homie Quan. You had a situation where they offered you a verse for Rich Homie Quan like for $500 or something like that. Is all that true?
Hell yeah. I just left his house the other day. He was just on a tour playing 2K for some money. Literally. About 2 days ago.
Really?
So, with you saying like, damn, you could have got that verse back then. Some people would be more that they didn't get to spend the money and get the verse, but shit, our relationship ended up turning into family. Which had no money spent in between.
Okay, so you've had a long-lasting relationship after meeting them in the early days, right?
Hell yeah, see, Lil Baby, I ain't get to catch back up with him or anything. I have a relationship with him, but you said Rich Homie, I could have got that verse for like $500 back then, but now look at it now. I haven't spent $1, but the relationship is bigger than, you know what I'm saying, money right now. I'm telling you, I just left him 2 days ago. I could have got that verse probably like 6 or 7 years ago or more.
All right. Interesting, man. Interesting. Now, also another relationship that I dug up that you had in the past was with a rapper by the name of Solo Lucci. Now, Solo Lucci, he was actually on reality TV, different things. How long and how far do y'all go back?
Long, way kind of far back. Real shit. Like before rap. No cap. Before rap. That nigga took me to Atlanta when it was like lit. He took me to, before then though, like in my city though, we was like before rap, before I even said I'm gonna spit a ball. We was already kicking it.
Okay, so did you and Solo Lucci grow up together?
You can kind of sort of say that because like we thug like a lot of we did do together, but listen, growing up together is like a lot of different years. Like you could say like I grew up with a lot of motherfuckers, but yeah, that's one of the people. You can say that. We kind of grew up together. Same areas and shit. Oh, God. Thug like a motherfucker. But just growing up together, like, that nigga taught me some shit when we got in the game or before we got in the game or while we're during the game of this rap shit that we talking about right now. He had taught a lot of shit. More than that I was with the people I actually grew up with when it comes to this rap shit.
Oh, really? Well, what are some of the lessons that Solo Lucci taught you early?
You want the recipe?
Nah, man. I don't want you to give up all the game, but you know.
Well, he did get some good game, you know what I'm saying? Like a long time ago, we had ran that to him. I was with him and he had put me on game like around the time they was having some nice ass baggy clothes and shit, man. For example, Robin jeans, they probably cost it like I can't remember, $700-800 or
Yeah, I remember Robin Jeans.
okay, they was kind of baggy and shit. I'm going to go meet him. This is my rap partner. Let me put that shit on. I bought the Robin jeans. They kind of baggy and shit. And I get there, he like, hey man, the baggy jeans ain't really that what it is no more, fool. Let me take you out to the mall. I'm gonna show y'all which jeans they in. Mind you, I'm in Texas, but he in Atlanta, so some of the shit that they was wearing in Atlanta would look kind of weird, but it was what it was.
Yep.
And we went to the mall, and that's when he kind of showed us tighter jeans, tighter fit jeans, not the baggy shit. And I took it as like, shit, I'm gonna keep the bag. It was with my little bro, Yayo. He was like, shit, saying that's what it is. And my nigga say, you official, let's get it. And that was just a word of advice, just a little bit of piece of game right there, just like on some real shit. Like, yeah, man, this is what it is right now. So when you look up and was taking off them baggy jeans and was putting on them tight ones, and you look up, the whole world was doing it. You look up, the whole world was doing it type shit. That's just one example right there.
Okay. We're putting you on things early. Now, what's wild is you guys get a lot of credit for being one of the crews that kind of changed the look of Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Go Yayo with the haircut, with the, what do they call it? The Goku or whatever he had. And you guys just with the jewelry, different type of deal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you think that a little bit of that influence was coming from Atlanta at the time?
Nah. It wasn't even coming from Atlanta, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, if Lucci was getting it from Atlanta, that's his recipe. But I mind you, Lucci is from Fort Worth, Texas. So even when he was saying things like the Gold Street, he mentioned that to Yayo at one time. When he even did mention it, I cannot say he got that from Atlanta.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I cannot say he got the Gold Street from Atlanta. So you was like, what's some Atlanta influence on it? Now, mind you, if some of the game that was actually other kind of game that was given, hell yeah. Like Atlanta do got some game that you could use, like eat. So, like if he got that game and kind of gave it on his recipe type shit, and I ain't gonna say it wasn't, yeah, it gotta be there because he living in Atlanta, so it gotta be with his mix. Hold on. I was saying, so even if some of that was Atlanta influence, I ain't gonna say it wasn't. It most likely was because he living in Atlanta / giving us some recipe, you know?
Yeah.
And even when I was going, I was still learning. So I can't ever say I wasn't learning some of the Atlanta stuff that they had at the time.
Okay. Nah, it makes sense, man. Kind of in the hip hop community, especially.
Hell yeah. I'm talking you.
We share fashion. So, man, let's move on to another one of the big topics that surrounds you, man. Being the best gambler in Texas. That is what you're known for. It's pretty much your moniker at this point. You even have a YouTube page, correct? That's the best gambler in Texas?
Literally.
What makes you the best gambler in Texas? I got to ask.
Really like the rankings they had. I'm ranked in the nation. I'm ranked in the world. I'm ranked in the world, literally, that I'm the best gambler in Texas.
Yeah, and I've seen you talk about. Go ahead.
It was a point in time where they was actually counting my rankings or my stats to try to see like what number I am within the age groups and all of that. But I actually came out like the best overall of all ages. You know, like it's been times that I be like, I don't gamble older people because I don't like how they gamble. They might be a little more wiser. I'm not gonna say slick. I'm not gonna say cheating. I'm gonna say a little more wiser. Or I might not gamble the younger. They might be stragglers. So it just came upon that I'm actually the best gambler in Texas and the rankings and stuff, the stats. You know, you have a lot of cities in Texas too. You have a lot of people that will chunk the dice across the table.
Okay. Now, what's wild is when it comes to gambling, and especially when it comes to shooting dice has been in the news a lot lately, man. And I wonder if you've caught a lot of these situations that's been going on. And one specifically I wanted to talk about was Takeoff losing his life in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that surrounded a dice game. When these dice games are going on, and I've heard you talk about in other interviews that they can last for hours on hours. Is this a dangerous situation?
I'm not gonna never say no because, who cannot say gambling over money is dangerous / somebody losing money / but if nobody ever told you or ever gave you advice about gambling, gamble where you're comfortable. Gamble comfortably. However you say that word, comfortable. Gamble where you're comfortable. Literally. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Gamble where you can actually say you're comfortable. So if you take that as much as you want to, I don't give a damn if it's how you sitting, how you feeling, how you looking. Like, gamble comfortable. And you'll have it make more sense in the long run.
Okay. Because most people, when I think of a dice game, man, I think of cats on the corner, they drinking, you know what I'm saying? They shooting dice. it just from the gate, it sounds dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
But it wouldn't be so sounding dangerous if you was thinking about casino. Because this same game is at the casino every day.
Very true. Very true. But from what I hear about you is you play a lot of games, man. You play the three dice games, the 2 dice games. What makes you so proficient at being a gambler?
The percentage.
Okay, could you expand on that?
You know, when people be like, you got to lose sometimes. I'm the guy that says, no, you don't.
Well said. Well said.
Literally.
Okay. So if you're saying you've got the percentages down, how did you learn this, man? Was it something you just picked up along the way, or did it come to you like that? You know?
So you were saying, what about the percentage part? What were you saying also?
Yeah. So how did you get down the percentages?
To be honest, it took experience. So I cannot sit up and tell somebody everything that I know with the conversation. It's experience. I literally did go through experience of becoming who I am. I did go through a dice school and I didn't even know I was enrolled. Literally. I was graduating in honor, didn't even know that graduation day was coming up. Literally. In this dice class school that I was in. So that's why I'm telling you with the experience that I learned, I can't really. Yeah, like I was saying, that's right here. What I was saying about the experience of the stuff that I did learn and stuff is not something that you might learn with conversation, but I might can give it to you if you log into my dice classes. I do give like.
Okay, so you actually teach the game of dice and show people how to be proficient.
Literally, because they have questions like you have right now, like how are you the best gambler? Like what can I learn to know? What can I do like to win?
That's crazy, man. Nah, that's smart because I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to obtain those skills, man. Especially if they gamble regularly. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it's interesting that you've made that kind of like your image. I've seen a lot of videos and things where people talk about you in that aspect about being a gambler.
Because to be honest, it's interesting to the world that I actually am the best gambler in Texas. So it is a lot of people that don't believe it. And when they see it, they do take it to their own mind and probably test it out because they actually do not believe. Shout out to the ones that see me and they already salute it and they respect it and they don't have to bump their head to see what it is. But the other guys, I don't have to leave a couple places with the dudes, like, and they Humpty Dumpties.
Okay. Now, in all fairness, you elaborated a little bit on how to maintain safe, keeping it comfortable when you go out to play dice. But isn't the lure or what people want to do is break somebody else so it kind of brings them to go to places that aren't that comfortable?
Correct.
Do you think, how do you prevent that?
I just told you, go places where it's comfortable. If you go places that you think is uncomfortable, say it's the trenches and shit. Okay, understandable, there's people in here that got this, people that got that. But why wouldn't you pick out the people that you know got that? The ones that you know is some of your people that you know that ain't no trip if you win 3 or 4 stacks. Now, if I can make that sound a little easier, I'm saying, if you go into a city, why the where you go where the bums and the crumbs where you can go where the money at, the money-ons?
Now, in all seriousness, when you have these high-risk dice games like this, is it common to have celebrities involved? Because one of the big
very common. You know, so you think celebrities don't gamble?
Oh, I know celebrities gamble.
So, yeah. And you heard what that word you just said? High risk. So you won't see them in them low risk cameras that you sometimes see on YouTube because it's a high stake room. That's why the low stake people can't get in the room because it's a high stake place and you don't see the average and they're doing what they do with them dice or they doing what they doing on whatever gamble they doing. It's called a high stake room.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely would never be in the high stake room, man. That's too much money for me. You know what I mean? But in all seriousness, man, when you look at these situations like Duke the Jeweler, you look at what happened with Takeoff and the rise of people's interest in shooting dice and gambling. I mean, we even got apps now where people can gamble straight from their phone. Do you see more and more interest, people asking you about the gambling aspects of your persona?
Literally. Every day I wake up, there's more people that thinking they can actually be me, actually knowing who I am, actually got to see me somewhere, actually don't believe, and they just write me trying to book an appointment.
Okay. Now, who are some of the biggest names that you broke?
Wow. So gonna tell it on them?
Oh, you can't. Is that against the rules?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just some people that I actually did gamble and I give a shout out to, and I'm like, they know. Like, you know what I'm saying? He can't speak, but shout out my boy, Shower Marty, RP, not Shower Marty, what's his name? JD Youngan, RP JD Youngan. That's my boy. And we got to gamble JD Youngan, and I'm telling you, like, they probably lost like 10 or 20,000, 30. Okay, that's cool. That's my boy. What about Show with Marty? We actually did gamble Show with Marty. That's my boy. But I'm saying we had won. We didn't lose on that. And I don't want to just say that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put people on outside there.
Okay, because some people, you know, when you hear about JD Youngan and RIP, I get it. You can say the amount because it's passed on, right?
Yeah, so and that's really kind of still small, but I'm just telling you, people that we actually gambled with, bro, like that I can tell you vouching. You say big people as big names, I done gambled with like just last week I was just in the room with like Louis right now, gambling with Lil Migo and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I was just gambling like last 2 or 3 days ago doing this, like literally.
Okay, so Lil Migo from CMG.
Literally.
Wow.
So you know what I'm saying, this kind of gambling and shit, you know what I'm saying? This stuff right here is high stakes, so I might not want to tell you everybody, but I wouldn't give a damn because it ain't like you be like, hey, we're gonna take him down for gambling. Nah, it ain't like that. I'm just saying, like, screw me, this best gambling Texas tour that I am on, it literally is real. I have met a lot of people. I am on Revolt TV right now shooting dice in the back of the arena. They're calling me best gambler in Texas, literally.
That's crazy, man. So Revolt, they did the video on you, and they even dubbed you the best gambler in Texas.
Literally, if you ever get a chance, Soulja Boy, best gambler in Texas and Miami.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm gonna definitely check that out. But another thing I wanted to ask you about was, I'm gonna say on the gambling thing, just one more thing. I saw a video of you explaining the rules to some guy, and you were kind of challenging him on your channel or somebody else's channel. Is it often that you have to tell people exactly the rules of the game, or is it something that just comes natural for most people who play in these high stake games?
Well, you got 100 people that'll play the game natural. I'm not a natural game player. So that's why it kind of make me who I am, because I do have my own bets that I will give you. So that bet that you're wondering and explaining is 7 or a double in 2 rows. The bet, if I don't win it in 2 rows, you take your money. If you lose it in 2 rows, I take my money. But it's only gonna take us 2 rows.
And how I'm guessing you worked out the probabilities on this, which, like I said, you're very proficient from what you say. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Nice. And that's the exact clip I was talking about too.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get into something more music based. You've got a reputation for being one of the hottest lyricists in Texas, bar none.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, are you signed to a major or are you still independent?
Very independent. Never signed the paperwork ever.
Have you ever received a major offer?
Like, to be honest, I just received a major offer today.
Oh, really? Just today?
Literally.
Are you allowed to say who?
I would, but I ain't tripping. Because even if I do take it, I don't even convert. I don't too much saying out loud type shit. I don't care.
Okay, man. Yeah, it seems like, man, with a lot of focus on Texas rappers and things like that, you know, especially when you're making waves, that they're gonna reach out. They're gonna say things. You know what I mean? Especially, I'm surprised Empire, you know, Gazi and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
You never worked with them at all?
I didn't work with them, but I work with artists that has been down with that is down with Gazi. But like, I had times that I could have actually met Gazi. I had like meetings, or I had like appointments, or I had like places I had to be in that room where Gazi was. You know, I just didn't really go or something. I ain't saying I didn't want to go meet him, but I just didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, my bro invited me there. I was supposed to be there for 2 days, and that's Gazi there. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't get me wrong. I don't even whine about certain shit like that, because timing is everything. Timing is right. Time is, you know, you ain't got to be in a rush to make sure you get down and owe somebody.
Yeah. No, that's for real, man. Especially if you're making waves and people respect the craft. You know what I mean? Literally,
because your craft is more valuable as you make it.
Now, what's the deal with Fort Worth, a section of Fort Worth being called Lil Vegas? Does that play just into the gambling thing, or is that your name you guys came up with for other reasons?
Both. It's because the name of the neighborhood is Highland Hills. Literally. But we kicked it in a certain section of this neighborhood. Yeah. We kicked it in a certain section. I owned a building that also had a dice table, and that was 24/9. It never closed. You can come in here and gamble 24/9. I don't give a fuck if it's 4 in the morning. You can come in and place your bet. So with it being right here in the middle of this neighborhood, yes, Highland Hills is the whole neighborhood, but right here in this section where we kick it in, you can come get you a bet all day, 24/9, is Little Vegas. Now, once we represent this little section so hard, and it's sounding like a whole neighborhood, it's sounding like a big brand. All we doing is standing behind the brand of the we represent. But you represent it so hard, it sounds like it's something way, way, way bigger. And maybe it is way bigger now since we don't put it on.
Okay. Now, is it true that you were off the porch and in the streets at the early age of 9 and 10?
Probably before, like 7, 10, I was getting my first piece of literally.
That's crazy, man.
Literally.
Wow, man. Now, I've seen you talk about the situations that led up to that, but do you think that led you to, what did you think that led you more to the streets and into rapping? Or do you think that was a situation where, you know, no matter what, you were going to have a tough road and you were going to have to figure some sort of way for yourself?
Yeah, no matter what, having a tough road, I ain't gonna lie, it was times where you be like, I'm asking God, why it's so hard this way, or why go this way, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that's crazy.
Damn near, you can't even question it. You got to keep going. So you'll wonder why my people like this, or why I'm going through like this. But you literally got to keep going, because ain't nobody really going to get that sympathy for you. But if they do, appreciate it and cherish it. But literally do not owe you
yeah.
Just because your people died or your people don't have it or anything.
No, well said. Well said. Well said. So I want to list off some names that I heard that you had bragged about that you think that you could beat, man, in Dice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? CJ So Cool and Bandman Kevo.
Literally.
Since you put that video out, I think about a year ago, have you had an opportunity to play dice with either one of them?
Yeah. When we met each other and they see me, you know, some people actually see me and they see that I'm actually for real without me even throwing the dice one time. They're like, oh, no, he for real. He literally is legit. And they won't even gamble. Yeah, when I met both of them, I had a pair of dice on me. I don't like to bring dice on me because I don't want nobody to think I'm bringing a cheating pair of dice.
Mm-hmm.
So when I handed him the dice, he handed him the Bandman Kevo. He kind of looked at them like, they good. I gave him back to him. But he still already had it on his mind. He wasn't going to gamble at the moment. So
essentially, Bandman Kevo turned it down?
Nah, he gave it a go. He gave it a green light. Nah, his dice are good. Like, it's like he kind of checked them type. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if you know, you know. People know. So by that time, don't get me wrong, we were sitting there a little bit, but his chick was actually over there in a section they bought. Because, you know, they bought their own section, but we was in the section with Soulja at the time. He seen this chick kind of getting into it, and don't get me wrong, instead of him just sitting there waiting and looking to see if his girl was really having a problem, that ran over there and kind of jumped over the thing like, what's up with my girl? That's why we didn't just chill and probably shoot our dice a little bit. But later on.
Oh, so he ran into a situation about his girl with somebody?
No, he was just sitting with us, but his girl was having a little situation. So as we were actually in our section, we had a pool party. He jumped over the rail and everything, went over there to check on his chick. It got sour, but it wasn't nothing bad. But all I'm saying about that kind of stopped us that day. Don't get me wrong. His birthday came up, and when we were shooting dice, we ended up shooting dice together at the casino. We were shooting them together.
Okay, so you guys said, forget it. We're gonna use all this on the casino.
Hey, yeah, we went back. I swear, we went back like on his birthday for a fact. Me and him.
Now I've heard that if you're really good and you got a strategy to where you can beat the casinos, they start to ban you. Like Dana White, he's been banned. There's a lot of high profile people who have actually won a lot and they get banned. Have you had a situation where one of the casinos said, hey, you can't come here anymore?
I'm banned from a few.
No doubt.
Literally.
Do you know which casinos, or you don't want to?
I know, but like, why would I give them a shout out where they don't want me?
Good point. Touche. Yeah.
Literally.
That's crazy, man. But I mean, there's plenty of casinos on the strip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, man. I got to ask you, man. I asked you about this situation with Murder Gang PB, man. Now, you guys used to be, or you tried to work out a deal where you guys were together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like he's gone off to do his own thing. What is your status with him now? Do you guys still work together and do music, or is it you guys just don't rock with each other?
We ain't did no music together, but we cool. I be seeing him in the streets. I actually see him. I know the rate to the fans. Like, oh, wow, what's going on? And da-da-da-da. Bro, I actually see, bro. Like, dead ass serious, bro. Like, but the streets kind of crazy to what people make it seem / rap. But yes.
Plus, social media adds a little fuel to the fire.
Correct on that too, though.
So everything with y'all are cool, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay, man. So
Like I see him, we actually speak, bro. We don't see each other and keep walking. Type shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
nah, I understand. I done fell out with my homeboys before and we then linked back up like it was nothing. You know what I mean?
Me and him never fell out though. Ever.
Why do you think the narrative was spun that he had fell out with Hood Fame then?
He probably had a couple words with Yayo. That's my little bro, of course, but he did not follow as a clique. When you down there was as a family, with a it don't take all of that. You know what I'm saying? Now it'd be different if he was just off the streets that we rapping with and we down with the label. No, he was down there like family with us. It still is. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I heard. I heard you guys have known each other for very long. And I had talked to some people who were close to y'all.
So
and they explained that to me, man.
So what do you let the new rap get in between that flow type shit? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't try to work it out with their best ability, but my nigga like shit. Try to work it out as best you can, literally with somebody that's not no random stranger.
Understandable. No, understandable. And fans are gonna think what they do.
Yeah.
It helps a little bit too.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
Now, I've recently had the opportunity to interview a guy by the name of Charleston White, right?
Mm-hmm.
He comes from the same neighborhood and everything. He's an interesting guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's had some issues out there with some folks, and they brought up something that I wanted to talk about, man. Could you explain Juicy Soul Food Cafe to me? Like, what is that, man? That became a big point of contention between him, Bandman Kevo, and Bandman Kevo's manager, a guy by the name of Big Folks. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him.
Want me to be honest?
Yeah, 100%.
I never, I'm not familiar with Big Folks or Juicy Cafe. I've never heard of either.
Really?
Literally.
They both were, they were both going back and forth and made it seem like it was a staple out there, but you have never even heard of that place?
On my mother's soul.
Wow. Interesting, man. I wouldn't expect that. So maybe it isn't the spot that everybody thinks it is, or I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I just never heard of it, really. I ain't even being funny or nothing. I literally never heard of it. Is it a food place or something?
Yeah, that's what they said.
What do they have?
I do not know. That's why I was asking you. I've never been there.
You know, sometimes a person will be talking shit about the restaurant like, we got the best seafood around here. So I thought, like, if it's called Juicy, I would think they got seafood or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Shout out to Dookie, though.
There you go. What's your relationship with Soulja Boy?
Tight, man. That's my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, but the world make the industry or the world make Soulja Boy look so crazy as a person that they'll think like, man, how the hell that's your partner? How the hell you cool with him? Oh, how the hell you know what I'm saying? But shit, my nigga, like, really, that nigga do some of the most genuine shit out of all rappers or people I done met, damn near. That nigga do some of the most genuine shit, literally. You know what I'm saying? That's what matter the most. And shit, we been locked in probably about 7 or 8 years, and I'm still, he one call away. We on tour next month, like 60 dates.
60 dates?
Literally.
Man. Okay. So you guys, yeah, so your relationship, is it just business or y'all friends as well?
Like a genuine and a bitch.
Okay.
So I might call that nigga, tell him I'm outside just on the strength because I'm in LA. He opening the door.
That's wild, man. You got a lot of big connections in the rap game, man. It says a lot, man. And, you know, you've got a reputation as being probably one of the most level-headed guys, especially out of your area, you know what I mean, out of Fort Worth, because there's a lot of murder talk and things like that, kind of its own drill scene. But, you know, a lot of people give you credit for that. Do you feel like it's because you've kind of taken a bigger brother role with a lot of these younger guys coming in the game?
Hey, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. That one is kind of one because I ain't gonna lie. Like, when you with somebody that's young and wild and you really know that they really kind of green, like you out, you trying to watch and be cautious at the same time. Like, I ain't trying to crash you out, bro. I ain't trying to be with you when you crash out where it seems like, how the fuck are you the older person with him and he crashing out? You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's one, yeah. But at the same time, man, when I come in this game, I come in with nothing. When I come in, I'm trying to leave out with something. I'm not trying to come in this game and give me a motherfucking case. I'm not trying to leave this game in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to actually get out this with a check. So even though I did come in and didn't know about Apple, or I didn't know about TuneCore, or I didn't know about YouTube, or I didn't know how to get paid, I'm trying to learn that so I can get paid. Because I spent more time in it than I can say money. And time is more valuable. So that's why nigga trying to make sure something happen out of it. Instead of being around here crashing out. Big or little brother.
No, it's understandable. All right. Well said. Now, okay. let's go to this, man. Now, recently, there's been some tragedy in the Dallas area. And I can't really say recently because it's going on 3 years now. But y'all had one of the biggest rappers to come out of Dallas by the name of Mo3 lose his life. How do you feel that's affected or changed the Dallas rap scene?
Heard it / show some like reality in it. Like you also got to realize like it's actually going on. So that's why I say reality. You'll be like, what do you mean reality? No, like I'm not sure. It's actually going on. You actually can get killed, shot, grazed, or whatever it might be. That's the reality of it. Now the entertainment was exciting, but you got to get the reality too. The entertainment is on the back of the CD, but you do have funerals that's still in business.
That's true. So you feel like that situation brought the realness to this, to what could really happen in the scene, right?
Kind of, sort of, and it brought like a hurdness and it brought like a light to this motherfucker too, you know what I'm saying? And it brought so much of a light that it made people say, we watching and it's damn near dead, or we watching and we not seeing what we want to see no more because the shit is gone, or it's died down, or because it brought so much of a light. That's why everybody looking now. Damn, they really shot him. What's gonna happen next? They look in the light. You'll be like, how the hell the light get brought when somebody get killed? Everybody looking now, because like, what the that's the area he was from. They looking. What the other rappers finna say? What the beef rappers that's finna say? That's they looking. You like it or not, they looking.
True, man. A lot of around that situation, you start to see a lot of channels blow up,
and then all of a sudden you'll see a lot of people saying it's dead. Y'all looking now, right? Y'all looking for some spark, right? Y'all looking for some shit y'all want to see, right?
Yeah. Tragedy, man. Tragedy. You know, it's crazy how these things play out in the streets now.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you about you allegedly beating Trap Boy Freddy in Dice, man.
Yeah.
Did you beat out Trap Boy Freddy in Dice, and what were the circumstances around that?
The circumstances. 1-on-1. Who with you? You by yourself? Cool. Come by. Let's go. I ain't come for a dice game. I came to holler at him just before I had to go chill with the baby and Stunner. And he was like, hey man, but that's gambling. Here's what you talking about. I want to shake you out right quick. Okay, now it's gonna turn it to a 1-on-1 appointment. Now this 1-on-1 appointment went to me not losing, regardless. So like, I might get up a certain amount, but at the same time, like, I got time. I had to go. I told you I was gonna go kick with the baby and Stunner. I mean, actually, I was on some appointment type. And even though I was winning or losing or whatever it might have been, he just didn't want me to quit and be done. So, and actually at the time I was winning. So he's like, hell no, you know what I'm saying? You leaving and you don't get for my money. So in a dice stats, you know, some people you play all the way out because, you know, y'all players, y'all respectable players with each other, but I had to go and say, so he hold it to me to this day. Like, I'm gonna get your ass, you know, like when we gamble, like I'm gonna get your ass for it. But you know what I'm saying? He tell me that to this day.
So for the record, you got Trap Boy Freddy, right?
Yeah, I can't let that. That's my stats.
Okay. Nah, I get it. Now, last year on Valentine's Day, you were gifted an interesting gift, man.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere, the video kind of went viral.
You know, it went real viral. I'm dead ass serious telling you, like real viral. It went in last year. You just seen it probably last year. It went real viral, like real viral.
Now, is that a common gift for you? A bottle of lean and some green?
Is it a common gift for me? Yes, it is. But that day in that pack and that box was a very special gift.
Okay.
Literally, because I wasn't expecting it.
All right.
Literally.
And not many guys give Valentine's Day gifts.
Oh, no. And then not many guys can even get that kind of gift because they can't even get it. If they women can get it, they can't even get that kind of shit. They can get their hands on it if they wanted to.
Yeah. Interesting moment, man. So what happened after that? Did you start getting a lot of people wondering what's going on with this? How much you in love with the lean or whatever?
You want to know some crazy shit? Dead serious?
Go ahead. Take it.
The lean is one thing, but the packs that was also in that box, one of the packs, well, it's like 3 or 4 packs with real companies. One of the companies hit me up. And we locked into this day. We down there became family. How much we locked into this day because the company that seen it going viral, they was like, hey man, come fuck with me. I'll fuck with you, And we connected and we damn near like to this day, just off the video.
So you seen some business dealings after this?
Did I?
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. It's true. You know what I mean?
I
That's what's up. Nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
actually did. Like real shit.
Now, maybe later on in the future, we could talk about some other things I want to get to, but I know you're a busy man, and I know that you got to get on your way and get back on the road or whatnot. What I wanted to do for this last little bit of time is to give you an opportunity to shout out anything that you got going on. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Literally brand, the Literally album. I know in this interview, you heard me say literally a lot, but Literally is a brand. I have a clothing brand coming out with the name Literally, and it will have shirts, hats, socks, shorts, and I have this whole pack. It'll be dropping around 4th of July with the album, Literally album. This album will be coming out with the merch. You know what I'm saying? I will have a merch pop-up also with it, like in Arlington, kind of like in the DFW area.
Okay.
I will have a merch pop-up with it. I will have it available on bestgamblingtexas.com. And this is all around the time of 4th of July. I will have the red, black, and white edition. You can get the shorts also. You know what I'm saying?
Good marketing.
So that's the Literally album. I got the Best Gambler in Texas tour still going on, about 60 days. They start in August. If you want to book some dates and check me out and get some availability, you can go ahead. I do have a lot of artists. I will try to name them, but it's too many. But I'll say a lot of artists that I do have that I'm connected with, that I did save contacts and networking became good, that I do have work with later in the future. So besides that, you know, it's free Yayo to the max, to the fullest. Shout out to all the members that can't make it when I am working or I'm doing my thing. But yeah, that free Yayo is dead serious. That campaign is going to be serious, but this album also, because like I ain't dropped in a minute. So with this album I'm dropping right now, it will do a lot of work.
Okay. No, that's good, man. Sounds like you have a lot of big things coming up, man. You're doing real well in the rap game, man. And it was a pleasure having you out, man.
My pleasure.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Thanks. You.